Hello, Harshita ma'am. Should we start?
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. I will share the PPT and then we can start.
Okay. Till the time, I would like to introduce Ms. Harshita. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to extend a heartfelt welcome to the distinguished principals, respected faculty, and valued staff members of Hermann Minor Degree College and SOS Nursing College. We are privileged to welcome Ms. Harshita once again, whose session yesterday on menstrual health left a lasting impression on our students. Today, she brings her expertise to another universally important topic, general well being, a subject that touches every corner of our lives. It is health that is real wealth, not pieces of silver and gold. It was said by Gandhi ji. So, caring for our health is fundamental as it enables us to lead fulfilling lives and perform at our best in both personal and professional spheres. A sound mind and body not only enhance productivity but also brings resilience to life's challenges. Thank you, Ms. Harshita, for your invaluable contributions to our institution. Let us all give her a warm welcome and our undivided attention as she leads today's session. Thank you, Harshita. Over to Ms. Harshita.
Thank you, ma'am. So, very good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harshita from Global Hunt Foundation in association with Unicharm, where we organize sessions on
Harshita, ma'am, uh, it's
yeah,
on general well-being, I think, today.
it's
It's it's on general well-being for staff members.
it's for staff members or okay, it's boys
Yes, ma'am,
session.
it's for staff members today. No, no, it's for staff members.
Okay, okay. Vidya mentioned it like today's boy session, tomorrow it's staff member session.
No, no,
Okay,
it is today it is for staff and tomorrow for boys.
okay, 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 ma'am.
Harshita ma'am?
Just ma'am, give me a minute. I will
Okay,
share
ma'am.
the PPT.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm unable to share my screen. Uh, I don't know what's the problem. I will rejoin the meeting, ma'am.
हर्षिता मैम, अगर आपके पीपीटी आपके पास है तो आप सुषमा मैम को सेंड कर दीजिए। हेलो
Hello, yes, ma'am. हाँ.
मैम, आप अपनी पीपीटी सुषमा मैम को शेयर कर दीजिए, हम यहाँ से शेयर कर देंगे।
ओके. किसको शेयर करना है?
सुषमा मैम को। सुषमा मैम का नंबर है आपके पास, व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए।
ओके. Okay, now I'm able to share. It's fine. Okay. So I'm very, very sorry for the delay because there was a misconception about like this is a boy session. Tomorrow we have like teacher staff session. And yeah. So let's begin with the session. The session is about mainly your health and menstrual health and hygiene and how to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So as we all know that we all are different and we are different in so many ways, right? So as we can tell student like don't compare themselves with anyone else, because when they start growing, then what happened, they start comparing themselves with others. So it is very common. So in this age when they are growing, we need to tell them don't compare yourself with anyone else, because you all will grow and you all will get a different growth, and that is totally fine because we all are different. We all have different body type, different like dislike, right? So don't compare yourself with anyone else. It is important like we grow gracefully and we don't compare ourselves with anyone else. And we are doing these kind of session just because we want to like enable we want to tell like what is menstruation and how what kind of physical changes we experience at the time of puberty. So generally we need to tell students like from early age, because to cross the barrier which is caused by like gender. So especially we tell students like cross the barrier which is caused by gender stereotype, gender norms and gender roles we need to cross, because there are expectation on the basis of gender. Like there are expectation in our society on the basis of gender, like how to behave, how to act, how to speak, what kind of work you need to do on the basis of gender. So at very early age we need to like tell them, don't divide things on the basis of gender. If you are a if like anyone can do anything, and from an early age we need to like teach them all the necessary things, all the necessity like cooking, like um, how to grow plants, right? So like small things, small efforts, and small household chores we need to like tell our children, and we need to tell students that do everything. Nothing is like thing which is only done by like a particular gender. So we need to tell these things. And then it's about adolescence, when children experience changes in their body. And in this age, in the whole adolescence phase, they experience physical changes, emotional changes, and like their mental growth. And after then they will get uh, adult, they will come into adulthood. So after the adolescence, they will come into adulthood at between 18 to 21. So at the initial age they experience some physical changes, and in middle adolescence they experience some behavioral changes. So that is very important age when their emotion become very strong. So sometimes they react a lot on a very small thing. Sometimes they get angry easily on a small thing, and sometimes they don't like when we repetitively tell things about what to do and what do not. So it happened because of hormonal changes in their body. So it is important like we give them time. If they don't want to discuss things with you, then we can give them time, like, but we need to tell them like any time you can come to me and you can tell whatever you are feeling, or if you want to share anything you can share. And if you want to share like either you are a mother or father, you can tell, like if you don't want to share with me, share with your father. So whenever you feel comfortable you can share with me, and we should not force them, right? Just tell me now what happened, right? We can't force them, because sometimes they also need some time, because there are so many things going on with their body, like we can say hormonal changes are there in their body. So it is important we give them some time, because when we start like forcing them to tell things, right, then they just make a distance with their parents and teachers, and they become more close to their friends. Whatever their friends are doing, they feel like that is the right thing, and they start doing the same. Or this is the age when anyone can influence them. So it is very important to tell them, like you are with them like teachers, or as a teacher, or as a parent. We are with you, like and we trust you, and just whatever you want to do, just tell me. So generally we need to make a friendly bond with our children. So it is important, because this age group is very in this they experience behavioral changes. So it is important we become more close to our children in this age group, and they feel like that they are matured, they know everything, right? But this is the age when they don't get the full maturity, the full mental maturity, because their body is changing. Somehow they feel like that we are matured, we know everything, don't tell us what to do, right? So they have this that misunderstanding that they are matured, but actually they are not, and we need to tell them you will get the full maturity in your adulthood, which is between 18 to 21. Then the changes just happen because of hormones. At the time of puberty, hormones start releasing, and that's why the changes are there in girls and boys' body. And because of different hormones, the changes are different. Then it's about like emotional changes. So in this age they become very emotional and sensitive. So children react on a like on very small things. They get irritated easily, they get angry easily, so they get emotional easily. So it is like we need to like make them feel comfortable in this age. We need to tell them it's okay, like if they start crying easily, or then we need to tell them it is totally fine, you can cry, don't suppress your feelings, you need to express your feeling, right? Whenever you feel sad, or whenever you feel like um, like crying, you can cry. For boys also, generally we need to tell like boys, because this is like a taboo in our society. Boys look strong, boy can't cry, like because they are strong. So it is not like that. We all know that crying is just an emotion and it can be expressed by anyone. So we need to tell them like it is fine. Like also boys, like don't be rude with yourself, be kind with yourself, express your feelings, express whatever you are, like whatever your emotion is. If you are feeling bad or if you are sad, then you can tell people, you can cry, you can, it is totally normal for boys also to express their feeling, because they start suppressing their feelings at very early age. Like they feel like that we are boys, we can't cry, and then they start becoming rude with their self only, and it start like showing in their personality, because they start becoming rude with others also, because we are making them rude. We are just suppressing their emotions. We are as a society just suppressing their emotions, like you are a boy or you are a male. So we need to normalize expressing emotions for boys also, for male also. It is a normal thing. It is not showing that anyone is weak. Then in this age also, children start like telling lie. They want to be popular in their group, they want to be like known by everyone, so they start telling lie, like I'm this or I'm that. And like in girls and boys, that is also attraction. So sometime to like impress other, they also like tell like false things, like so it is important to tell them it is not your you are just creating a temporary identity just to impress someone or just to be attractive, but this is not your whole life, right? You have some permanent goals, and this is very important time when they can focus on their goals. They have a lot of energy, so you need to like, we need to tell them you need to channelize your energy towards your goals. You will get enough time for relationships and like all these things, but this is important time. This will not come again, and you will get time for other things in your life. So just focus on your permanent goals, and don't say lie to your friends and the other people just to be popular in your group and in your class. And peer pressure is a kind of pressure when they experience it when their peer group is doing something. So just suppose uh, college student, when they come in college, they start dating. So the other girls and boys have that peer pressure. Everyone is doing that, then I have to do that, right? Otherwise, I feel like FOMO, fear of missing out. So anything like which their peer group is doing, they have that. uh, pressure on their self. We have to do this to just fit in our peer group. So just suppose every girl is doing some particular thing, then the other girl have that peer pressure. I have to do that. So this is a kind of pressure. We need to tell them it is not necessary. Your peer group is doing all the right things, and you are also made for the same thing, right? Maybe they are doing something, and you don't want to do that, and that is totally fine. Don't do things just to fit in a group, right? If you are different, you are as we can tell them they are individual. They can make choices. They can make their decision like what they want to do. Don't take any peer pressure. Just the other people of their age group are doing some particular things. Then mood swings, their mood changes frequently. So just we need to keep our children busy in some activities, because they get easily angry, irritated. Sometimes they are happy, and after some time they are just nervous, sometimes excited. So there are so many moods. Sometimes they feel jealous. So we can do one thing, just keep them busy. So if their mind get busy in something, then they can easily cope up with the mood swings. So it is important, like we keep them busy in some activities, and they have a proper routine. Then being conscious about self. So yeah, as they start growing, they feel like that they start, as I told you, they start comparing their self with others, because from like society also people uh, tell them like your height is not enough, or try to like increase your height, do something, and you are underweight, you are overweight. So they feel like they become over conscious about their body. For boys also, they have that thing in their mind, like we need to look like strong and masculine. So they start like gym at early age, and also they start some extra supplement, so without consulting a doctor. So sometime it is not required at this age, right? So we need to tell them it is not necessary to there is no ideal body or ideal person. So you are comparing yourself and you want to look like that. So it is important that you only focus on your overall personality development. You work on your fitness, you work on your confidence, kindness, your skills, your knowledge. So there are a lot of things. You need to respect other, because sometimes they feel like that that is attractive, my looks are attractive, so I need to work on my looks. So we need to tell them that what is actually attractive, what attract other people, what attract opposite gender. So we need to tell them, if you respect other people, you respect the choices of other people, like choices they make in their life. So you respect that, you respect opposite gender, and also you always take permission for anything you are doing, right? So this is important. You are kind, you are helpful. So all these things we need to tell them, you want to develop a whole personality which is attractive, not your looks are attractive. So you all will be fine. We need to tell them you all will be fine. So grow gracefully, just grow, and let the other people around you also let them grow. So it is important, like sometimes they become conscious. So normal consciousness is fine, but if they become over conscious about their body and looks, that affect their like mental health. So it is important we tell them what is important in their life. Then reproductive phase in women. So in a girl body, the first thing they experience is white discharge. So at the time of puberty, a girl experiences white discharge. It is a sticky fluid which comes from their vagina. And after like when white discharge start from their body, after then they will get their first period. and within a year they experience their first period, that is called menarche. And after their first period, the menstruation will continue till menopause. So menstruation means periods, and period will continue till menopause. So this is the reproductive phase in women. It start with the white discharge, and they get their period first time. Period will continue after a fixed number of days every month, and then at the time of menopause their period will stop. So menstruation, let's talk about menstruation. So menstruation, we need to tell like girls and boys, everyone, about like periods and menstruation. It is very important to like know about it, like because we need to like uh, develop some sensitivity for boys, like for girls from boys side. Like because sometimes girl always they have that thing like boys will make fun of that. They generally hesitate to talk about periods, but it is very natural and biological process of their body. So it is important we tell them like make it normal. And whenever you feel like that, or you experience like or you have that experience, if they see some girls are having their periods or had their period, then they can help them, they can provide them sanitary napkins. So it is a social responsibility. Like if we see like someone or a young girl is like feeling uncomfortable while her first period, then we can make her comfortable. So it is not a for only girls, it is also boys and male staff also. Like we all should know about menstruation and tell boys about also menstruation. So we can normalize in our society. It is not a taboo, because in India no one talks about periods openly. So it is important like we talk about periods, so also girls feel comfortable while sharing about their problems and irregular menstruation, because regular menstruation is very important for their menstrual health. So we need to like spread awareness about like how regular menstruation is important, how important it is in a girl body. So menstruation is when a girl experience bleeding uh, from 3 to 7 days every month, and it repeat after 22 to 40 days. So it should be constant every month. The number of days after her period repeat should be constant for every month, and the number of bleeding days should also be constant for every month. Suppose it should be between 3 to 7 days, and it should be same for every month. In similar way, the menstrual cycle, the period cycle, the number of days after which period repeat also should be between 22 to 40 days, and it should be same for every month. After then menopause. So as we start our period, and as girl at the starting age of our period, periods are irregular. Up to 2 years periods are irregular, and then it will become regular. So in similar way, at the time of menopause, periods again become irregular, because at the initial age the periods are irregular. Same at the ending, like age of periods, it again become irregular, and then it will stop. It will not stop suddenly, and we call it like my menopause just came. We can't say this, because it is the whole process. Menopause, the age of menopause, when a woman ceases to menstruate, is between 45 to 55. So in this age, a woman get a menopause. So as I told you, the period become irregular. So it will become irregular for 3 4 years, and then her period will stop. So it is different from everyone, right? Some experience like heavy bleeding during menopause, so it is a part of irregular period. So not only irregular period, they also experience like a lot of other effect of menopause. So what kind of effect of menopause? So along with the irregular period, they have major mood swings and vaginal dryness and sleep disturbance. They don't get a proper sleep, they have some night sweat. So they experience like a lot of sweat during night, and hot flashes and weight gain. So these are the major effect of menopause. It means we can understand like menopause is not a comfortable situation for a woman. So we need to share for all the women. You need to share like the experience of menopause with your family. It is important because they should also know this, or know about the menopause, like what kind of changes you are going through in this phase, your body is growing through in this phase, so that they can understand it is not a comfortable situation. And with the whole family effort, you can go through the this phase easily, because you have a woman have a lot of things, like they have responsibilities, and also their body is going through some changes. So it is not a you can't deal it easily, the situation. So it is important we share the menopause journey with our children, with our spouse, so they will help us, and uh, we can go through the phase easily. Then there are two types of menopause: premature menopause, and which is not normal. Like normal menopause, told you it is between 45 to 55. If menopause comes early, then we call it premature menopause, and if menopause come late, like after 55, then we call it late onset menopause. So if it comes before 45, so in mid 40s also some women experience menopause. So that is premature menopause, and it happened when your body is not releasing enough hormones. So when your body stop releasing like enough hormones before age, before the menopause is, then you will get a menopause early, which is premature menopause. And there are some other reason also why a woman experience premature menopause. So the causes are, they may have enzyme deficiency, thyroid disorder, or maybe they are going through some therapies like radiotherapy, or if there is any surgery in their reproductive system. So these could be the reason for perimenopause or premenopause, premature menopause. Then late onset menopause, when your body release a lot of estrogen, like more than normal, like hormone your body is releasing. If your body release more hormone, then your menopause come late. And other reasons are thyroid disorder, obesity, and genetics could be the reason for this. And this is female reproductive system. Because of the system, a female can give birth to a baby. So it is very important system, and it is right below our navel button. And let's understand the functioning of the system. So the central part is uterus, and uterus is made up of blood linings and tissues. So the linings called endometrial linings, which gives nourishment and nutrition to a baby. When baby is in uterus, then uterus walls gives nourishment and nutrition to the baby. Every month your ovaries release eggs, and those eggs travels through the fallopian tube inside the uterus. So when the eggs which are coming from ovaries, like that egg which are coming from ovary is fertile, then it will convert into a baby, and the uterus give nourishment and nutrition to a baby, and a woman will not get her periods till she deliver the baby. And if the egg which is coming from ovary is not fertile, then that is no use of uterus. And at the time of period, that unfertile eggs and the linings of uterus, the blood linings of uterus, come out from your body through the vagina, and that is period. So every month after your period, uterus prepare new blood linings, and every month, like at the time of period, uterus shades out those lining, and it this is our menstrual cycle. Then menstrual management. So it is very important to track our period. So you can easily track your period. There are so many apps available, in Android phone. You can download the apps, period tracking apps. You can just mark your period on the calendar, and you can just get that through the app, like your periods are coming regular or not. It will show you like your periods are delayed or early. So you can track your period by that, and the simple way we can tell if we need to tell young students like how to track your period. They can simply track on calendar. So they can simply mark on calendar, and they can check like for 3 to 4 months, after 3 to 4 months, that their periods are coming regular or not. Because irregular period means you may have some diseases like PCOS, thyroid disorder, uh, diabetes, endometriosis, PIV. So, in endometriosis, your body, like PCOS, we will understand in the upcoming slides, and thyroid disorder, as you all I think know, when there is a when your body like releases when your thyroid gland releases like more thyroxine hormone, or either less or more. So in that case we have that thyroid disorder. And in endometriosis, your body prepare a similar lining to uterus lining outside the uterus. When a lining which is similar to uterus lining develop outside the uterus, then that is called endometriosis. So there are so many things which can happen because of irregular period, so it is important we track our period regularly. So, when to consult a doctor, a female should consult a doctor, or every woman should consult a doctor if they have irregular period, and if like they are experiencing a lot of bleeding and pelvic pain during period. Normal pelvic pain we all experience during period, but if you are experiencing like a lot of pain with heavy blood clots, then that is not normal. You need to visit a doctor. If you are experiencing sometime like a lot of white discharge, if a woman is experiencing a lot of white discharge and itching and irritation, then that could be bacterial infection. At that time also you need to visit a doctor. If the discharge is not coming in normal color like whitish or pale yellow color, but it's coming in yellowish and brownish color, that is not a normal white discharge. At the time of menopause, you need to visit a doctor. Then menstrual abnormalities, dysmenorrhea, pain during period. So we experience pain during period just because at the time of period uterus contracts strongly, and because of the strong contraction in uterus it press the nearby blood vessel, and because of that oxygen supply inside the uterus stops and you experience severe pain during period. And irregular period, so we know the symptoms of irregular period: early delayed period, or if the bleeding days are not same, or you are experiencing heavy clots, so we call that irregular period. And the main cause is poor lifestyle. If you are drinking excessively or smoking, or you don't have a proper diet, over exercising, or not doing any physical activity, if you have high stress level, thyroid disorder, PCOS, or any fibroids, then these could be the reason for irregular periods. Then PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. So PCOS is happen just because when our body releases more male hormone. So a female body releases male hormone in very less quantity. That's why we have facial hair growth little bit. But when it start releasing a lot of male hormone, then it affect the development of eggs in your ovaries, and those eggs converted into cyst. That's why we call it polycystic ovarian syndrome. And what are the symptoms for that? So your body releases more male hormones, so you experience abnormal facial hair growth, male pattern of balding, heavy bleeding, weight gain, acne pimple on your face. So these are the symptoms of PCOS. PCOD is also similar to this. This happened like both are just because of irregular like hormones. When your body releases, there is fluctuation in hormone. Then the reason is hormonal imbalance in your body. So in PCOD, uh, in PCOD, your ovary releases immature eggs, and those immature eggs converted into cyst. Then there are some simple yoga exercises suggested during period. The first one is Vajrasana. You can simply sit in this pose, and this is very effective for like stomach troubles. It is very good for your digestive system. So in normal routine, we can also sit in this pose after every meal. So anyone can sit in this pose, not only for like menstruating women. Anyone can sit in this pose. It is very good for, in general, your digestive system. It reduces stomach troubles and strengthen the pelvic area. And then the second one is moon pose. It gives a good stretch to your upper body, and it is also good, like we suggest during period, just because it reduces anger and cools the brain. So it is good for mood swings, because during periods we experience major mood swings, irritation, we get angry easily. So it is effective during mood swings. It also relieves constipation. But if you have like high blood pressure problem, or increased eye pressure, slip disc or vertigo problem, then you should avoid this. Then the third one is cat pose. So it is a very good to improve the flexibility of your spine, neck and shoulder, and also good for toning your reproductive system. Then risk and prevention. So we need to change our sanitary napkin during period, like after every 4 to 5 hours, because whenever the period blood comes in contact with air and water, bacteria develops in it. That's why we need to change it after every 4 to 5 hours. Then there are some product available in the market, like Sophie antibacterial to prevent bacterial infection, Sophie cool to just it gives cooling effect during summer. Tampons and panty liners. Tampons for water sports, and panty liners are small and thin pads we can use during white discharge deaths. And tampons, yeah, we can use during water sports and swimming. Then feminine hygiene management. So uh, it is important to maintain hygiene, so we know that how to maintain our hygiene. But to tell, like, we need to tell children about it, because they easily get bacterial infection, urinal infection. So we need to tell them they should flush always, like before and after using the toilets. So the one thing, and the other thing, if there is an option of Indian toilet, they should use Indian toilet option. There are less chances to get infected. And the one thing which is important to tell you is, don't use anything on your vaginal area, because there are so many product available in the market, but there is no need to use any wash or any soap on your vaginal area. Your vagina is self cleaning organ. So if you get any infection, or if you experiencing heavy discharge or irritation, then you should visit a doctor, and doctor will suggest you if your body, if you need to use anything there. And we should use a cotton based sanitary napkin. Then healthy lifestyle. So it is very important to maintain a healthy lifestyle, because nowadays uh, we are just facing the issue of hormonal imbalance and diseases in our at a very early age. So just because of our lifestyle is not proper, we are eating outside a lot, right? So it is important we eat healthy every day, so because it's our body and we need to take care of our body. So eating healthy, so as you all know how to maintain a proper diet and proper nutrition in our meals. And the second thing is physical activity. So we need to do something for our physical fitness, it is very important. So generally we are avoiding physical activity. If we are focusing on eating healthy, the, it is not enough, because not eating healthy means you are fit. You need to do something for your physical fitness. So you can do anything, start with walking. If you don't do anything, then you should start with walking, and then start some stretches, and stretch your body every day. And after then you can like start some yoga practices or whatever suits you. So there are so many things you can do: running, cycling, swimming, any yoga exercise, sports, any dance. So there are so many things, but you don't do anything, then start with the walking and some stretches. So do at least from 40 minutes to 1 hour some physical activity every day. And your sleeping pattern should be proper, and your meals time, at what time you eat, it should be same, right? And it should be right time. So your breakfast time, your lunch and dinner time, it should not be very late or very early. You can't skip breakfast and directly you are having lunch at 2 or 3, then that is not good for your body. So we need to know that, like, eat on time and sleep on time and do some physical activity. If you have any kind of stress, then you can do some meditation practices, some breathing exercises. So it also help to balance or regulate our hormones. So the breathing exercises and pranayam is very effective to balance and regulate our hormones. So if you have any kind of stress or tension, then you can start yoga, pranayam, like breathing practices, meditation, to just keep your mind calm. So yeah, by doing all these things, by small efforts we can do just to um, like be or make our lifestyle better. So yeah, that's it from my side, ma'am. If anyone want to ask anything, they can write it in the chat box or they can unmute and ask.
Haji Harshita ma'am, very nice session, seriously. But still, I want to add a genuine feedback I want to give. There should be a few part related to male staff also, as they are not actively participating in the session. But I feel that they should know about menstrual health of women as being a colleague. It's very emotional supportiveness that while they are knowing about this, and this is not taboo at all, as you already said. But somehow I felt that they are not actively participating in the session. This is a genuine feedback for today's session.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, I was not aware about
I
it.
know the
Like
session
male
is okay.
staff will also be there.
Yes,
They
yes.
told me this
They
is
are also here,
otherwise
and
I
they should know about this. Sorry, they
they
should know
should
about
know
this
about.
also.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to sensitize them also. They are very helpful in making decisions also, and somehow while the ladies on periods and they are providing emotional and financial support, this kind of support we are not going to forget in my in a whole lifetime. But still, this is a genuine feedback that there should be few part related to male staff also.
Yeah, yeah, there should be. I was not aware about it. That's why. Otherwise, I have to add some slides to
Yes,
explain
yes,
few
yes.
things, but it was sudden. So yeah,
But
that's why.
still, if we are going to address gender biasness and we are going to educate them also, and this is not to break a stereotype, this is promoting awareness, this is regarding reducing misconceptions about these things. So
Yeah.
very genuine session, very nice. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. If it's possible, can you turn on your camera? I want to take a picture.
Please switch on your cameras.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you,
much for
Harshita ma'am. Thank you.
directing this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Harshita ma'am. Thank you for your time, your effort, and your enlightening session on general well-being. Your insights have truly inspired and empowered us to prioritize our health and lead more balanced life. A big thank you to Dr. Mukta, Principal of Hermann Miner Degree College, Indrajit Bam, Principal of SOS Nursing College, staff, and faculty members for your presence and support in making today's session a success. Let's take these valuable lessons forward and apply them in our daily lives. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.